Hi, my name is Haley, and I'm going to be talking about an activity that we did in class, and metaphors and difference between the metaphors that we actually did and what happened in history. So what we did is we played Tug-of-War in the Commons with a big rope, and the red team, the way it worked was the red team had the tallest people. The red team had the tallest people, which meant, and they were the British army, and that means that they were stronger and more, like trained and were good at wars, like fighting wars. Blue team was, and they were more experienced. Blue team was the shortest people. It was the Continental Army, and they weren't as strong and they weren't as experienced. The red team had 5 people in it, and that's saying that like British didn't have many people on their side, and then blue team had 7 people, which means the Continental had more people on their side. So then there was also a white team that came and helped the blue team, and they were the militias, and they started off farther from the rope, and they started farther from the rope, which was a metaphor for them being farther away from the war. And then later they came in and helped us, which they were militia, so they were helpful and they came and helped us. The blue team, they got a prize if they won. So Mr. Solars came up to us and said that if we won, we would get like indoor recess. And then he went up to one person and said that, so the indoor recess, the prize, was basically a metaphor for people, for like the colonies to get independence. One person didn't get a prize, which is because, and that person was a loyalist, because they didn't want to have independence, because they thought like that they would lose their jobs, because like people, more wealthy people with good jobs and stuff, they were loyalists because they thought they had a good life. That was like their opinion of life. And so then red had to pull the rope further than the blue. So we had this like basket in the middle, and there was like a ribbon tied to the rope, and whoever got the ribbon, so like for the blue team, they just had to get the ribbon further, like they just had to get the rope past the basket, but then the red team had to get it like way more past. So like the blue team only had to do 2 feet, and then like the red team had to go like 5 feet. And so that made it really hard for them to win.